Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sergeant Alex here, and welcome to the second episode of the settlement build thing I'm doing. I have no idea what the hell I'm going to call it, but I'll figure something out. And I'm doing a Starlight Drive-In today. And for this one, I wanted to do a settlement that was just beginning. Like it's going to be the next Diamond City. It's going to be the next big hip thing, but it's still underway. There's going to be like little campsites, and they're getting everything ready just for a small settlement that's going to go into a bigger one. And as you can see here, we have little generators. I'm just I'm showing you what it's like with dust because there's a lot of lighting. As you can see with the searchlights, it's like a security system that's just popping up. And we're going to start here and go into the building, which is empty except for the bed right there. I figured you'd know what to add in there, make a little shop or stuff. And here we have our little searchlights to look around the camp, keep everything lit up and safe. And we have some wind turbine generators. Walking over here, we have this little walkway that goes right on top of the bus to our first little guard tower post thing. And I missed a wire. There we go. And powers run here. We have a little turret to help keep the guards safe while defending the future town. And then over here we have our second one, which is, I believe that's a laser turret with a bed next to it, and that's just to kind of see like, okay, they're getting a little advanced, upping them defenses. And I'm going to move on down back over to that bus. And if we poke our little head inside the bus, we have some beds, kind of like a little guard shack. And over here we have what the start of our first building. Just walking in, you have a desk, a place to sit with a table, and little drawers for shelving. Here I put a little table, maybe sit down, relax, because everything's underway. It's still bare bones and awkward. I have a bunch of fireplaces and these little fire barrels around for lighting. Here we have another. Here we have one of the fire pits with some beds around to keep the people warm, and like some barrels and stuff for general storage, and have some seating. Moving on over here, some more seating, beds. Somewhere around here is actually a dog. I had that random encounter as soon as I walked here, and I have yet to see the dog, but supposedly there's a dog around here. Did some more storage, popped on a little bowl, and ice machine. I'm giving it a little bit of a junky feel, like okay, they just drag stuff here to start building. Another bed, and then we have our crops,
If you work,
some melons here.
you eat. It's as simple as that.
Over here, we have the water with some pumps to give the settlers some water, with which is connected up to the power grid, which is all sprawled out. Heading over here to our next little camp thing, and I just played around with those 10 things to give each one a little different feel. Some more storage and stuff. Nuka Cola machine, because have to have Nuka Cola. Lighting. Gonna walk on over here to our next little guard shack and poke up here. Nothing much, just a little light to help them see. Keep the area lit. Over here, a little bit more of a like work type tent. Not sure what. Have a little place to sit down, relax when you're on break from hard day's work. Another tent here, just a place to sleep with some sleeping bags sprawled out. Over here we have our next little guard tower. Hopping up here gives you a little bit of view of the hill. And back down. I kept the area kind of bare bones just to make it feel like okay, it's they're just starting out. But they've been here for a little bit. That's like why the power's set up, and they're starting to build buildings.
Hard to believe I'm roaming with my own pre-war relic.
That's Pleasant Piper. And over here we have like our power grid, the main hub. Have a little guard shack to defend the door, keep an eye on the road. And in here we have all our generators, which I did the medium sized ones to make it feel tight and cramped because it's a little work area. Ran the power ran the power both ways from the building here. Moving on over to here, we have our next little guard shack to look this way, and my power armor, which is what I used that jumped off here to do all the stuff on that wall. Ran the power around. It's kind of sprawled out because I just like how that looks. It's post-apocalyptic fun. I don't know what to call it. And then running upstairs because I am at 6 minutes right now. And I want to keep these short. I have another wind turbine just to fill it out a little more. And that is it for up here. One thing I forgot to mention before I jump down is I put a searchlight up here in the little window because I felt like that was a neat idea. Now let's take some health damage.
There are safer
Yay.
ways to get your thrill.
And as you can see, I ran the power down this wall here into the main grid. It's also running across this wall to this searchlight, and that's where it separates off here. And I will be back in a second. I'm just gonna sleep in one of the beds to fast forward it to daytime so you can see it a little better. Okay, and here we are. It's daytime. This settlement does not want to be shown. I've gotten hit with fog and rain and all that fun weather stuff. But finally, daylight. I'm going to pop up here. And you can gives you a better view of the settlement. You can see how it's all sprawled out, being ready to start being constructed. And you can see like little guard shacks over there, another one there. And you have your old tents around the water pit to kind of fill out the place. I wish there was a little bit more stuff to add details, but with the help of mods, that can easily be filled out. But I want to keep this build vanilla just in case you don't like using mods, or if you use different mods than I prefer. I'm keeping it vanilla so you can add your own flair to it. And that is pretty much it for the settlement. Comment what you would like to do, what you would do differently in here, what settlement you would like to see next, a sort of theme you would like to see. And don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see what videos I'm going to be doing next. I really don't have a posting time or pattern. It's a little hectic for me right now, so I record when I can, I'll post when I can, but I will always make sure I'm putting my best effort into that, because if I'm not putting my best effort into that, it's not worth your time. It's just wasting my time, wasting your time, so I'm always going to put my best effort into these videos. Anyways, this is Sergeant Alex, and I hope you have a nice day.